on the character, and sometimes they don't align to your own.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been really lucky in that if there's any hate out there for me, and I'm sure there is, I haven't found it. So
I haven't found it.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me you had. Thank God. Where? Who are they? Who do I need to email?
I hate your Tatum.
Did I even answer your question? I forgot what the question was. Do you see what happened?
It was in the chat box, so it's probably scrolled down by now. But yeah, I think you answered the question.
Okay. I hope I never asked that question.
Well,
I hope it got answered. If not, I hope you enjoyed me making a jackass out of myself. I'm very good at that.
It's okay. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to... We've already burned through almost 45 minutes of the show, so thank you already for that. That's
wow.
Let's see. So I'm trying to ask the important questions. What's your favorite motto or saying?
My favorite motto or saying? I'm a big Doctor Who fan. I actually grew up watching the older stuff, and the third Doctor, played by the wonderful, wonderful and late great John Pertwee, said a motto to his companion in one of the episodes. This is back in the like early '80s. He said, courage has nothing to do with not being afraid. It's about being afraid and doing what you have to do anyway. And I've always loved that. Always loved that phrase, and I use that and I plagiarize it constantly whenever I can.
Well, for an actor, that's something that, yeah, you should be taking heed to.
And in life, and in life generally. It's just, I find myself, oh good, I don't have to not be afraid, because I'm terrified right now. But I'm going to do this anyway, and, so that's always words. I've always found those to be words to live by.
Yeah, stop.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you have any hidden talents that few people know about? We already covered Mario Karting, but anything else come to mind?
Well, I don't know. If I told you, they wouldn't be hidden, now would they?
Oh, true.
Well, that's
okay.
the point.
That's true.
There's a couple of things. I'm a really good Sudoku player. Apparently, I discovered this about myself. All the traveling I've done the past few years on cons and stuff, that I just bring Sudoku books with me. Oh, this is easy. And I guess not a lot of people know that I play piano. Now, please, anyone listening to this,
I know,
does not mean that you can get me at a con to play a piano in front of people. I am terribly, terribly shy. And actually,
I found the piano and
classically trained musician, and I've played for years, and I still try to keep myself sharp, and got my own piano at home, and I'll play it and compose and things like that. That's the side of me that doesn't often get a chance to see the public sphere. But I guess that's not really a hidden talent, but so much as one that I hide willingly. But yes, I do play piano.
So if like somebody asked you to play chopsticks at a con, you wouldn't do it.
No, he did. We asked him to play something at A-Con, or at A-Fest, and he's like, no.
I know, there was a baby grand piano in the bar, and I thought, well, I have to...
Yeah, I found it on Sunday, and I went back to the cafe, and it's like you have special powers, because as soon as I went down there, you were gone.
Because I knew what you were going to ask.
Same thing happened when I tried to... You were running late for your interviews, too, on Sunday, and so the press person asked me to go find you, and as soon as I told her, hey, I know where J. Michael Tatum is. I've seen him. He's been at the cafe for the past hour. I'll go get him. As soon as I said that, I walked over to the cafe and you were gone.
I sensed it. My spidey sense was tingling. I knew someone was going to come.
My Tatum sense is tingling.
Maybe one day at a con, if I am sufficiently brave or just really inebriated, I will play late at night on some really nice grand piano or baby grand piano in a bar and just see what happens. I used to do that a lot when I was younger. I would be that guy who would walk into Guitar Center or Art Music when they used to be around, and I would be the guy that goes in the keyboard section and starts playing like Flight of the Bumblebee while everyone else is playing.
I always want to
more sad or something, and they just sort of be like, could you leave, please? Could you leave? That's kind of me. It's not who I am anymore. But yeah. So maybe one day I will. Maybe here's an idea. Maybe I'll cosplay in disguise and I will play piano. That way no one will know it's me.
Oh, you should do like one of the people No Face or Jack Skellington. Like they were doing.
See, there you go. That's a good idea. I like the way you think.
Well, probably not Jack Skellington because you'd need like big clay fingers, but
yeah, that would kind of get in the way. Yeah, I'll play chopsticks. Oh, yes. So, yeah, don't.
Well, I look forward to the day that I
look for that anytime soon. Now I feel sorry.
Well,
Jack Skellington at a con is going to be thought to be me and like play piano.
Yeah, all those listening, J.Ray promised everyone he'd play piano at a con, so.
Yeah, I didn't say will there. Maybe years from now.
But he promised maybe it'll be a small town in Ohio or something. But
hey, you never know. Maybe at OhioCon. Yes, maybe at OhioCon. Who knows?
Yeah, I forgot there was OhioCon. That's because it's in Ohio.
For Ohio.
Okay, well, Une asks, do you ever listen to the Japanese tracks before dubbing?
Oh, always. That's part of the process, actually. It's kind of just established how we do things at Funimation. We will often review the scene in Japanese, and then when we record each line, if need be, we'll go back and revisit certain lines, and we always preview the Japanese to get a feel for what the seiyu's doing. Because, I mean, let's face it, the seiyus are brilliant 9 times out of 10, and if you just kind of sort of follow the path they've carved for you, you won't be steered wrong. But yes, that's always a part, just to kind of get a feeling also for the timing and for the technical things about it. But yeah, always review the Japanese in the booth before we set about it.
So since you do that before like every single dubbing, do you have a favorite a favorite Japanese voice actor?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I cannot remember his name right now. And
which character does he do?
He actually played Toma in Aquarion, and he went on, and he also played the character of Sweet Tengu in Speedgrapher, and I love that voice actor's voice. I love that actor's voice. I really I could fall asleep listening to that voice. It was just that soothing and that melodic. It was gorgeous. I also really liked Tamaki's actor from House Club. I know Vic was a big fan of that gentleman's work too, but he was brilliant. His energy was infectious, and so those are two of my favorite. I cannot think of their names right now for the life of me. I'm so sorry, but yeah, those two. The actor that played Sweet Tengu in Speedgrapher, who in the English dub was played by my good friend Chris Ayres, who did a heck of a job, I might add, living up to the standard that actor set in the Japanese, and of course the young man that played Tamaki, who of course Vic did a brilliant job as Tamaki. We all know that. There's no question. Vic Mignon, of course he did a brilliant job. So yes, that kind of answers the question. I'm bad with names.
Yes.
That's okay. They're Japanese. I don't know their names. But actually, I think my favorite voice actor you actually dubbed was Nakai Kazuya, who plays Domeki.
Oh, yes.
So,
yes.
He's also Zoro in One Piece, and he does a lot of stuff, but yes, one of my favorite Japanese voice actors.
It's really funny. I forget. I'm going to have to go and research this now, but someone told me this at some point, that there is some voice actor that I have been the English counterpart for in at least 3 roles, and I cannot think of what they are or who he is at the moment. But it's kind of interesting. It's like, oh, small world. I'm like, so it's like one day it's like, does this mean we have to fight when we meet? What what happens? But yeah, I think it's the actor that played Rikichi in Samurai 7 is the same actor that played 2 other parts that I've also gotten. I cannot think of who that is. I could be totally wrong, but it sounds like it'd be fun if it were true, so let's just go with it.
Very nice. Okay. I have a random question. You were talking about how you grew up watching anime and whatnot, but what is the anime that you grew up on?
Oh, man, are you kidding? I grew up on, like,